So while we're here in the audience section, while it's not a retargeting audience, let me just quickly cover what a lookalike audience is, because it is important and we can use it to help optimize our ads and to scale up. So you notice here there were two options, and I just went with custom audience here to create our batch of warm audiences. You can also create what's called a lookalike audience. So remember I told you that Facebook actually covers all these different data points, but we don't know all of them. So what's cool is we can ask Facebook to take one of our audiences that we've created here, one of the custom audiences, and you can even go into it. I think this one's ready. All right. And I can just go into it and I can say create lookalike. And what it'll do is it'll take this audience, and I'm going to search for, let's just say United States, for example. And what it'll do is, and you can put multiple countries here, by the way, you don't have to just put one country. So I can put, let's put Canada, for example. And it's going to try and take all the data points it knows about this video views audience, and it's going to try and find other people like that. And you can choose your audience sizes here. You can even say, hey, create all 6 audiences, and I'll create different ones here. You don't have to. When I'm starting out, I just do one. And I choose the 1% one. The idea being is that as you get bigger and bigger and bigger, it's going to be not as well matched just because it's trying to get a larger slice, right? So I always start with 1% to start off with. You can definitely do more. And these are really cool to use inside of your ads, which we'll talk about in the targeting side of it. But I just do the 1% to start off with. And yeah, you can create lookalike audiences of all your different sources. Keep in mind, though, that garbage in, garbage out, right? Do you know that saying? So if you have a bad audience to start off with and you put it in here, you're not going to have it's not going to magically turn into amazing audience in your lookalike audience. So you want to make sure that the quality of your source audience is good. And that means it's, more than 100 people. It should be, I always try and get at least 1,000 people in a list to create them into a lookalike audience. The reason too is that because you're also choosing locations, maybe all my video views are not from these 2 countries. So it's going to try and make sure that I have enough people to create a lookalike audience with the parameters that I'm giving them. So this is, like I said, this is also a very powerful tool to use, which I would actually use as well when you're setting stuff up if you can.